Is that true? Well, you see, there's a big myth out there that we totally ban instruments. We do not. Yeah. We don't encourage. The one thing we don't want to do is to have everyone showing up with a guitar. We don't want, because it is a traditional singing club, and the Irish tradition is unaccompanied. This is fact. There's no getting away from it. But we've had people come along. We've had Desi Wilkinson. Desi came along and played songs and sang, played tunes, on the flute and sang. And we've had other people. Pauline Sweeney came along, and Patsy Hanley, her husband, came along, and he played tunes and she sang. So no, we don't have a ban on instruments. And we've had Sarah Gray at the club, like playing banjo and singing. But we do say, anyone who does say, and we're going to have a guest now at the end of May, Janet Russell, who's a Scots singer, and she plays guitar. But like what we said is that if you come along, that you would sing, 3 or 4 songs unaccompanied, in the way that we do. But like equally, if people play, Christy Moore came along, and Christy played his guitar and sang. So no, there's not a ban. Like there are certain clubs around the country, and they do have a ban. I know for a fact that there's the human voice only, and they just totally discourage. They won't even let them play. Yeah. There's one particular musician I know, and she's a very good musician, and she absolutely detests singing. And she won't have it at all, and she sort of runs a session, and you'll never ever hear a song at that session, it's totally incongruous to me. It's similarly like musicians who are totally miss the point that the music they're playing is dance music. Yeah. And they sort of they just miss it that these reels, jigs, hornpipes are dance measures, and the music was initially for dancing. Now I know it comes to the stage that sometimes the dancing takes over, and I have an issue with that as well. Yeah. That because nowadays you have a lot of dancers and they dictate to the musicians, which should not be the way. Yeah. I think the ideal thing would be the thing. But yes, it's things do sort of change, but there are still a few. But I think the attitude is changing, because there are a lot of younger people now who play tunes and sing as well, and I think that it's wonderful. It's great to hear it. Yeah.
I think maybe in some ways things
are. I think there's a little bit more sort of give and take, than there was. Yeah. Well, that Willie Clancy was a singer and a dancer, as was Tom Lenihan, a singer and a dancer. I don't think Tom ever played an instrument. As far as I know, he didn't. But a good few of the of people who, Brendan Begley, musician, singer, and dancer. So it is. I think it's a natural sort of thing that the music, song, and dance should ideally go together. But yeah, there seems to be a thing that an awful lot of musicians and singers like to get involved in dancing, and people who've come to Góilín and have come along then to Brooks Academy, and they're sort of members. And I think you spoke to Maura Nicronine, and Maura was one of the people that she was dancer. And she came along on one of the trips, and somebody said, the Góilín goes on. And she started coming to Góilín since, and she's one of the sort of organisers of it now. So it is. Yeah.